Is this happening to you? Then you're in the right place for video game training. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to defeat Ludwig on Bloodborne. First of all, we'll pop a fire paper and then we'll enter, then use a beast blood pellet to increase our damage. If we walk towards him, he usually jumps towards us. We can roll through that attack and attack his sides. Both of his sides can be broken, and after they are broken, they also take increased damage, like so. So that's one side broken. For this one, we want to roll just as you hear a faint scream. You can also turn around and attack his head for some extra damage there. For the most part, that's phase one, is just kind of like trying to place yourself by his sides and attacking his sides. That was his charge attack there, so we just rolled to our side to avoid the charge. I tend to not lock on this phase, but you can lock on if it works for you. For that one, you just want to try and roll through it. And again, there's a slight variant of that. But yeah, basically popping yourself towards his sides there is a very good place to be, and just attack his sides as much as you can do. Roll through that one again. He's quite aggressive and quite feral in phase one, so just be very, very careful. Rolling a lot, if you're not too sure, just spam roll. Roll as much as you can do, which should help you avoid most of his bits and bobs. But essentially that is that's phase one really there. That's the jump. It does like a shorter version of that jump and a longer version. This is the longer. Turn around, hit his head. There we go, so that is that. And then we have phase two. Okay, so phase two is a lot more composed and less aggressive in phase two. The same tactics kind of apply there. We still want to be by his sides and attacking his sides. It's obviously got this big badass sword, but essentially we want to be kind of just rolling towards his sides here and popping the attacks into the sides. We still can knock him down like so. I just got to watch out for some of his extra attacks. For this one, we'll kind of like pop it up to the sky like that, and then he'll slam it down. If we want to be behind him, you can also get in some attacks just here behind him. He does another variant of that where he slams the sword down into the floor as well. Hopefully I'll be able to show you that one if he does do that. But yeah, for the most part, we're just kind of doing the same thing that we did in phase one, where we just want to be by his sides, roughly around here, just getting in your attacks as and when you can do. Ideally, you don't want to be in front of him because you'll get destroyed by the sword. That's the downwards one, just back up. It doesn't have a massive area, but just get out of the way, you should be fine. And once again, just get behind him and to the sides there. And pop a cheeky heal there. He does hit very hard, so just make sure to stay topped up on your health and stuff, because he can take you down quite fast. But yeah, essentially just stick to those sides, keep on popping away at the sides of him, and that's the fight. Don't forget, if you want to, you can also walk over to his head after the fight and give him a quick pop, and you'll get your hands on the Holy Moonlight Sword. Just a couple of extra bits and bobs. Near to the lantern, which is the Nightmare Church lantern, there is actually an enemy just behind this fence, so if we run up to him and give him a quick bop, he will drop 5 blood vials. We can also pick those up from this side of the fence, so it saves you running around the fence every single time and grabbing them. So make sure to pick those up to keep yourself topped up on blood vials. Another thing that you can do is actually summon an NPC to help you out in the fight. So from this lantern, if we head down these stairs and we look to our left at the bottom of the stairs, we can press here to summon an NPC called Henriette. Just keep in mind that it will cost 1 insight every single time that you do summon them. And now we've summoned old hunter Henriette. If you are bringing Henriette along, just watch out as you approach the boss arena, because an enemy will spawn. Well, the enemy will spawn either way, so just keep an eye out for this bad boy and give it a few pops to take it out. But just be careful if you are bringing Henriette along, because what can happen sometimes is as you run into the boss arena and start fighting Ludwig, Henriette will get occupied with the enemy and might take a good while to actually join you in the boss arena. So just keep that in mind and make sure that Henriette is actually ready to jump into the arena when you are. And like I mentioned with this enemy, it will spawn either way, so just keep an eye out for it because it will run up behind you and stab you in the back. I'll just show you a little bit of the fight with Henriette in it. She doesn't do that much damage, but she can serve as a good distraction to help you out in the battle. Apply the same kind of tactics, but you'll find that Ludwig is sometimes preoccupied with Henriette, which will allow you to kind of like approach the sides and keep on hitting the sides like that. This is the weapon that we're using, a Saw Cleaver plus 10. We've got some attack increased blood gems slotted into the Saw Cleaver, and our character is level 65. There's loads more video game tutorials, boss guides and walkthroughs on my channel. Some videos have just popped up right now, feel free to check them out and give them a click. I've covered loads of games such as Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Nioh 2, Ninja Gaiden and loads more. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.